sometimes it's the,
If you're directly connected, it shouldn't be.
right. This does, yep, I know. Are we back? Okay, we're back. Yep, we're back. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with my internet today. F5?
F5 refreshes it.
F5? Where's F5? Let me find it. I'll probably have to do Control F5. No pick? Okay.
Can you hear us?
What do you see? Do you see anything?
Hold it up.
Dude, you have the coolest phone ever. We got 9. Okay, you see us? You hear us? Okay, we got 9 people
We
now.
got it. We're good.
Okay, we're good. Dude, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, we think we fixed it. Seems like we're having some weird internet things right now. Some gremlins, because that's what happens, especially right when we're so close to affiliate. I'm trying to work on some stuff.
Yeah, don't press F5 because it's going to refresh your stream, is what he's saying. Somebody else.
Okay. Not for, okay, sweet. Okay, so I see we have 9 viewers now. Okay, I just want to make sure you all are welcome. Welcome to Speakeasy Brewer. You guys are amazing. Thanks for joining us today. We're brewing a pineapple beer today. It's a pineapple blonde. We're heating up the water. We're going to get the mash going. We're going to pop open some beers. So if it's beer 30 wherever you are, and you are able to have a beverage, or would like to have a beverage, now's the time to do it. Tian, I recommend some hot chocolate, because that's a great thing for you and baby. So that's what I would recommend. But whatever you want. And then also take a picture, put it in the Discord, show us what you're enjoying. Okay, we're gonna do that as well. I mean, we'll show you on the stream, but we'll take a photo and stick it on the Discord as well because that's what we do. But anyways, we're just waiting for the water to get here, and I'm just really excited for today. The beer is going to be fantastic. We have some pineapple beers that we're going to do some taste tests on and drink that while we're brewing a pineapple beer, because that's what you do. So anyways, if you're new to the channel, consider following, consider jumping on the Discord, and this is stream, it's the second, well, it's not the second to last, don't worry, I'm not stopping, but I think it's second to last before I become affiliate.
Yep.
So I've got one more stream that I have to do to like not legally, but to officially become affiliate. Yes! Punish on the table. I love it. Can you put like the streamer on timeout? Like, can you like freeze the screen and be like, you said something stupid, shut up.
Just mute you.
Yeah. Anyways, I love it. Thank you for doing that, Dion. Anyways, a quick shout out again to Spoolcraft, who just followed 16 minutes ago. So thank you, Spoolcraft. Welcome to Speakeasy Brewing. Yeah. Okay. Let's see, where are we at? We're almost there. Exciting things are about to happen. What I'm going to do you mind, so I don't keep cutting in front of you, that big pitcher, the measuring pitcher, we'll use that for getting a little bit, thank you. So, this is the pitcher that we're going to use for all of our shenanigans today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of water that's being heated right now, and I'm going to put it in the cooler, and we're going to preheat it. That's going to help us maintain temperature since it's much colder outside. It's 44 degrees today here. It's the coldest brew day I've had. So there's that. So anyways. And by the way, all this water is treated water. It's all, and when I mean treated, we put our own salts in it, our own magnesium, calcium, that kind of thing.
And just for fun, that's 7 degrees Celsius for everybody else.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea, because I know a bunch of y'all, I think most everyone is where you guys do regular, the proper,
Temperatures.
grams, kilograms, kilometers,
all the real numbers.
sorry, kilometers.
Kilometers.
Sorry, I took kilometers German, so I kind of break it up.
Kilometros.
Yeah.
Spanish.
Oh, really? Yeah, so, since we're here in America, we get to use all the cool things that nobody else in the world does.
We're special.
So we're special. We like to do everything our own way just because that's what we do here. We're like, kilometers? Bah! Miles per hour.
Yep.
Meters, bah. Well, I guess we use a meter stick, but we go to feet now.
Yeah.
But a meter stick is, we still use a meter stick. That's 3 feet.
I mean, it's used more for beating kids, but that's
Yeah. Yeah, it just depends. You either do the flat side or the soft.
Yep.
Yep. It just depends on the punishment, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we'll get Tian Kuno ruler. You could do the flat side for extreme damage.
Yep.
Or the broad side for the less damage. Awesome. Anyways, you guys are awesome. Glad you guys are all here. Again, grab yourself a beverage because it's almost time. The water is at 160, so I'm gonna go grab the grains. He's gonna entertain you. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I actually want to show you guys something because, like Austin, my wife and I went through IVF, so trying to be nice to my wife and not drink as much. So, I want to show you guys something that I discovered that's actually pretty good. So there's a company based in San Diego, California called Athletic Brewing, and they have these near beers that actually taste pretty damn good. This one is the extra dark, so it's more of a stout, but they've got all different flavors. They've got different IPAs, it's kind of their big thing. They've got different flavors per month, but I've been kind of, doing this because my wife wanted to drink some, and she realized, oh, I'm not going to drink anything while she's pregnant, but I'm trying to be nice, trying to be that guy, but yeah, extra dark for this one. I've got a couple different IPAs that I brought here. On one of his last streams, he tested the wit beer, which is their Belgian white, which is pretty good. So yeah, it was kind of nice to just drink something and not feel bad in front of life. Because she's like, oh, I'd like some. Like, sorry, you can't.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I'm in the same boat now, so yeah, the wit beer actually was pretty good. I think out of all the ones that you gave me, the wit beer was my favorite.
Yeah,
because it tasted actually like a Belgian, because it was a Belgian yeast. Okay, so here's our grains. We're gonna stick this in here in a second. This is 10 pounds of grains. We have Pilsner malt, we have Carafoam, and I believe I put some pale malt too in here. So it's a little hotter than expected, but I think with the temperature that'll be okay. Yeah, it'll cool down real fast. Let's sleep real fast. Anyway, so this is what we're using today. It's going to be a pretty light beer, so that's why everything's much lighter. If you've watched any of my stout streams before, you'll notice that there's a lot darker grain in there. The grain gives the color, the sugar, and the flavor, so that's what we're looking at. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to put some of this in, and then if you want to grab that spoon over there, I need to put in, let's see, it's 3.8. Let me check this real fast. Whoop, okay, go for it. Sorry. 3.13 gallons. Okay, so we need 3.13 gallons in here. Oh, that was a close call.
Saved it.
Saved it.
Stay.
We can start off with 9, so I'm gonna go for 6 gallons. Should be pretty close. I'm just doing this because I don't feel like doing a lot of lifting because I actually was trying to hurry today, and in the hurrying process, I moved our kitchen table out here because our folding table is up at a friend's house, left over from Friendsgiving, and I kind of hurt my back. Let's see, measurements.
You're light.
Yeah. Let's see. Thanks. That's close enough. 3.13. Put this down because I don't want the temperature to go. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you mix it as soon as I drop the grain in.
Okay.
We're going to let it steep. So I apologize if this is in the way. So the whole point of us doing this, he's going to stir the grain in now that we got the water in there. And we're going to try and not have any clumps in there. So get down there. You don't have to do like vigorously, but just like nice, deep pours. And then as soon as you don't feel anything clumpy in there, just be done, and then put the top back on so we can maintain temperature. So I'm kind of glad that we did a little bit more in terms of the temperature, so it'll help things out. So go ahead and get in there, mix things around. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Oops, can you see that okay? It's getting right down there. Since there's not as much grain today, it's not like super intense. I had a 15-pound batch one time, and that was insane. It took forever. All right, how does it feel?
It's not very fluffy anymore.
Okay, that's good. I think that's all we need. And then let me make sure we've got a solid temperature on that. 128. Mix it one more time. Okay. There we go. That's good. Okay, it's pretty cold, but that's pretty good enough. Okay. Alright, so it's a little bit colder than I was anticipating. So we're going to say it's about 140-ish. 141 is, I think, is what it spiked up to. So we'll call it 141. It was supposed to be 148. Turns out that the temperature that I tried to get it at, which was about 160, it got up to 164. Obviously, that wasn't high enough when it came from transfer. So it cooled way down. So what we're going to do for the mash is I'm going to go to Beersmith. So let me show you what I'm going to do with this stream. So we're going to go to Beersmith. We're going to go into our pineapple beer. We're going to go to our timer. And it says for 1 hour and 2 minutes. I can't really change that. So we're going to go ahead and run it. And what I'm actually thinking of doing, now that I'm thinking about it, is I might actually, I'm going to lifting that here in a second. We'll keep the top on. We'll put a little,
yeah.
I'm going to raise the temperature just a little bit. I need more control. Here, I'm going to do one more thing. Alright, so we're going to set the timer. We're going to let it run for a short bit. Thank you. Okay, we got up to about 141. That's good enough. So we'll let it go. So because it's a little bit colder temperature, I'm going to let it run for a little bit longer, probably like 1 hour and 10, give or take. The whole thing we're doing with the grain right now, and the reason why we're doing a mash, is during the mash, we are converting the starches into sugars. And those sugars are going to be going in, so we're getting the color and the sugar from the grain, and we're putting it in the boil pot. And that boil pot is going to, let me take that back for a second. So we're getting color, flavor, and sugar from the grains. That's what's going into the pot. That's called wort. It's spelled W-O-R-T, kind of like you'd say wort, but in brew terms, it's wort. We're going to boil it. We're going to add the hops. And then those sugars that we're getting from this are going to feed our yeast. So when we have our yeast, the yeast is going to go in. We're going to add a little bit of oxygen when we pour it into the fermenter today, and we're going to stir it up. And so they need oxygen and sugar. And then the yeast are going to have a party in there for a couple of days, and they're going to poop out CO2 and alcohol. Random note, random fact, back in the day, the monks, when they were brewing beer, they actually called yeast God is good because they saw it as like a miracle. Obviously, it wasn't necessarily a miracle. It was just things happening. And they knew it wasn't a miracle. They just were calling it God is good because they were turning something that was simple and sweet into something that was very fun and pleasurable. So now that we have time, it is beer time. So I know you brought your own beers, so feel free to drink those. But would you want to we could split
these. Ones are more for you.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks.
I got a bunch at home.
Okay, so what should we do today? Do you want to start with the golden ale first, or should we do the mimosa one, the pineapple, or the smoky one, smoky Hellas?
Let's try the proper. Yeah.
The proper one.
Yeah. Okay. Smoky.
Do you want to have your own, or you want to split one?
I'm fine with either.
Okay. Let's we've got the cups. Actually, let's here. I know you have to drive, so.
Well, I've got plenty of time. I'm
Okay.
staying here for the whole thing, so.
Yeah. All right. Cool. We'll make sure to have food, and if it starts to become too much, then we'll split
Yeah.
one. Okay, so we're having the proper beer right now, which is I brought pint glasses too. That way we can actually see the color of it, because I think that's part of the fun of the beer, right?
It is.
So this one is going to be, before I even pour it in, it's a Helles lager with pineapple, and it's a smoked Helles lager. So if I were to guess, I'm going to guess it's going to be pretty light and clear in color. And
That's strong pineapple smell.
yeah, it does. Lots of head. So that's the color, nice and clear. And it does, it smells... I kind of smell sulfury, honestly.
Yeah, now I pour more of it out.
Yeah. I mean...
Not much smoky smell, though.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a Helles, they probably used... So, it tells us what they put in the beer itself. They put mountain malt, plumwood smoked malt, Vienna malt, barley flakes, Hallertau hops, and pineapple. So I'm going to guess with the barley flakes, it's going to be a little smooth, kind of creamy. So, okay, in the smell, I honestly don't smell pineapple very... if I do, it's a very faint one.
I would say when we first poured, I could smell it.
Yeah.
Now it's definitely not as strong.
It kind of, to me, it smells kind of sulfuric. I'm kind of worried about that, honestly. Okay, you did a much better pour than me. Maybe it's just the bubbles, but it kind of... I'm not going to use the bubbles as an indicator
Right.
of how good the beer is, by the way. Because you can't do that. But the bubbles do have an interesting flavor.
They do have a really interesting flavor.
Yeah. I don't like the flavor of the bubbles. I know. Okay, so here we go.
Beer definitely tastes better than the bubbles do.
Yeah, definitely tastes better. I taste the smokiness of it.
Yep.
Definitely taste the smoky. I don't really taste pineapple.
I was just about to say, I do not taste any pineapple in this. It's like, I can smell it at certain moments, and that's about it. You get a little hint of pineapple.
So, here's what I'm going to say. They have the Hallertau hops. My guess is that they used Hallertau Blanc. The smoked malt actually has a pretty... I kind of like it.
Yeah. I like that.
It's peaty.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It tastes like smoked peat. But I don't taste the pineapple. I think I smell it for a second. Honestly, so when I tasted the bubbles, so the smell to me, it smells kind of sulfuric. And again, I'm not using the bubbles as a gauge for the beer, because the beer doesn't taste like that. But the bubbles kind of tasted metallic almost.
Very.
Yeah. But the beer is quite pleasant. I'd say it's clean. It's crisp. So I'm going to guess that they used, it's a Helles, so they probably used a lagering yeast. So that's probably why it's so clean and crisp. It's very clear. The color is beautiful for a Helles. I honestly, before I even poured it in, I was thinking it was going to be a darker colored beer. But yeah, overall, I can't really taste the pineapple.
I keep trying to try it. I'm just like, okay, there's got to be somewhere in here, and I can't taste it.
And there's some citrus in there for sure. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the smoke kind of overwhelms it.
Yeah.
Which could be part of the reason why I can't taste it.
Well, it almost feels like they actually use more of the skin of the pineapple versus the actual fruit itself.
Yeah. Well, it does say that they use pineapple puree.
puree.
So, it says malt body. Hello.
Hello.
Oh my goodness.
He's pretty wet.
Hey.
Yeah. Hold on.
Ah, dude. The dog is here.
He's surprised.
He's like, oh my gosh.
How are the beers?
Well, we just tried our first one,
First
so
one.
Cool.
it's pretty good so far. I would say it's yummy, but I would say it's yummy. I would definitely drink it. It's not one of those ones where I'm like, I will never drink this.
Yeah.
I think the disappointing thing is it says it's a pineapple.
And it doesn't taste very
It
pineapple.
doesn't taste pineapple-y.
No.
And it's got slightly
Is that
sulfuric.
proper?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
And proper's usually pretty good.
Usually they're pretty good. I was gonna guess that was the Uinta one. But I saw the.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyways, that's what I would say on it. I would say if you end up in Utah and you go to Proper Brewing, I'd still say this is a good beer. This is still a good beer. Yeah, you can smell it.
It smells good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It smells like pineapple.
Yeah. I think it probably smells more. I have an IPA. The IPA I gave you.
Yeah.
It smells like peach and
Yes.
kind of citrusy, and it doesn't taste like that, which is kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
So that's why I did the hops the way I did for this beer. Is I wanted to make sure that I not only captured the aroma, but I also want to capture the flavor as well. And that's why we're using real pineapple and we're using pineapple juice. So we're gonna like
show them how to cut
amp it
pineapple.
up. Am I gonna show them how to cut pineapple? I don't know. I'm not a fruit ninja.
I learned from a gal that went to Cambodia
Oh
that
yeah.
you can cut pineapple a certain way, and it helps to take all the little
Spikiness
burns
out
out.
of it, yeah.
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 Yeah. Oh yeah. If you cut it, it like creates an angle.
Diagonal.
And you could cut it diagonally again, and you just slice it off, and then it cuts it into pieces. I've seen somebody do that one time. Okay, so it's Dana says you'll never reach affiliate without showing us the doggo. Oh,
That's fair.
okay.
Here,
I'm just gonna move the camera.
'cause-
So this is the Hoppy Puppy. Okay, so this is the doggy. Let's get down there. The cuteness level is huge.
Tell them that Taylor and Haley rescued him.
Oh yeah, Taylor, this guy rescued Coda, aka the Hoppy Puppy, and
Got the original dog daddy.
the original daddy. Yeah, so it's kind of fun. So he's super excited that he's here with us,
Yeah.
and it's kind of fun because not only did we get a dog, but we also got some friends.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's kind of cool how it worked out. So yep. So that his name is Coda, and he's about two. He's
Yep.
about.
Two in a month.
Oops, sorry.
Almost two?
2
Sorry.
years.
Oh,
Oh, I like that
Yeah.
dog emoji. That's kind of fun.
You guys said he was October. So.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep. It's
I-
been a while.
Yeah, for his birthday, I gave him way more food than I should have, and I put a giant raw egg. I cracked it right on top. It was
Oh.
that was his special thing.
Today, okay, so last night, some
Ah, I love it.
friends were saying that dogs like Coda, labs, and retrievers will hold eggs softly in their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to try it. So today, I gave Coda a raw egg when you weren't looking.
Oh, really?
See if you do
It
it?
was, a whole egg, and
Yeah.
he did it. He picked it up softly, carried it around like he does with our socks, and he turned around in circles and like
That's
trying to
awesome,
keep it
yeah.
away from me, but be like, I got it, I got it. And
That's
then
awesome.
he took it outside and he put it on the mulch and he like pushed it with his nose a few times and he brought it back inside, accidentally dropped it, and it barely cracked a little bit.
Oh, wow.
But he didn't break it. ever.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So that
Yeah.
that just goes to show you that there's more lab in him than we thought. Yeah,
Yep.
that's good. Well, he definitely looks more like a lab.
Yeah,
He's-
now he's gotten a lot bigger too.
He's obsessed with balls too, by the way. Oh yeah, and for those of you who are new to the Speakeasy Brewer, this is my wife, Brewbella,
What's that?
aka Amy. So yeah, that's the family. So yeah.
Cool. So you're just boiling water right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I should probably turn this back on, and we're gonna move this water from the pot up here.
Oh, you
Yep.
trying to get to them.
Yeah, I turned it off because we finally got the temperature. This became a little colder than I expected.
Yeah. It's
So
cold out
that's
here.
actually going to be a note that I need to put in the beersmith.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Dano says, sup, nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Dana. Hi.
All right, I'm going to go.
I should log in. So I
Okay.
can have another.
Oh, well, let's.
Okay, so we had it at 160, right?
Yeah.
And we dropped how much when we put it into here?
We dropped about
20?
yeah, a little over 20.
So it's 40 degrees outside
So
right now.
it could be that it was the temperature of the air, but it was also the temperature of the grains. It could have been colder than I anticipated. That's another potential.
Yeah.
So what did I say? We got it up to 141,
Yep,
give or take.
141. It's
141.
20 degree loss total
Yeah.
between temperature and grain.
Yeah, so that's a little more than I wanted. Let's see. But that's okay. That's okay. Notes. Assistant brewer. It's kind of hard to type up high.
Honestly, I'm gonna help you with that too.
Oh, thanks.
Get a tripod.
I don't remember if I have made you a VIP yet, but I'm going to.
Also,
You tell me what you want.
I was realizing I smell more pineapple when I smell it out of the can.
Oh, really?
Smell the can and tell me if you smell more pineapple. Because I smell more pineapple when I smell the can. But smelling the beer itself and tasting it, I don't
Yeah.
get it as much.
Yeah, maybe it off-gassed a little bit for the flavor.
I would
Okay.
definitely drink this again, though I would not be expecting it to be a pineapple beer.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, so I need to write these notes down. So strike, I should say, strike water amount was 3.13 gallons. Strike temperature, temp target, what did I say, 148?
Yeah.
Actual strike, yep. Temp actual, 141 Fahrenheit. Mash time equals, we're gonna do 1 hour. We'll just do 115. It's okay, sometimes you could do that. I've even heard that some people brew or boil for an hour and a half, full 90 minutes. We're not gonna do that today. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the hot liquor tank water to be pretty darn close to, maybe slightly hotter than the mash temperature. And the whole reason for us doing that is we don't want to like cause, if it's too hot, we could cause tannins and stuff to come out of the flavor of the grain. We don't want that because it's going to make it bitter and gross. Oh, hey, Brubella's on now. Thanks for jumping on. Good supporter. Yeah, the wall's new. I'm trying to decide. You guys let me know what you think, and just same with you. I'm trying to decide. We're gonna work on lighting in here, but I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna keep the wood, the natural color, which I've kind of started to like since I put it up, or the other idea that I had is I was gonna paint it all darker color, and then I was gonna put the Speakeasy Brewer logo on there. Awesome. I love it. Perfect. I love the stickers. So that's what I'm trying to think is like paint it a little bit darker color, put my Speakeasy Brewer logo on here, because again, this is eventually going to turn into like a whole bar area.
We're in a
Yes. Okay, I will do that. Yep. I need to do that. I think I can have a total of 10 VIPs, so there'll be a handful. But I like that idea. It's funny how that sticker stayed forever. I haven't changed that at all. I've still figured things out. It's just gonna float around forever. I love it. Okay, so let's see what the temperature is. Okay, it's 170. So actually the temperature stayed pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just as a Celsius update for all of you, 140 degrees Celsius or Fahrenheit is 64.4 Celsius.
Ooh, yeah.
And then the 141 we got was 60.5 Celsius.
60.5. Awesome. Thanks for doing that.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's toasty. It's like a very, 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 very unimaginably hot day there for y'all in Germany / London / Norway, or for Yoshi / Singapore.
I was like, he was Singapore, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Remember
Which
that?
is
I was like,
awesome.
wow, that was crazy to see that one. That's
Yeah,
what I
it's so
did.
great. It's so great to have all y'all here. So, I'm going to, let's see here. have big enough hands to. I almost dropped that. Would have been bad. So I'm gonna get most of this out, and then I'm gonna have you help me lift it up, because I actually, I messed up my wrist, because I brewed so much by myself during the summertime.
Yeah.
And I was lifting all these weights up high. I actually
probably messed your wrist.
I strained my wrist. I went to the doctor recently, and he's like, "So what did you do?" I'm like, "Well, I was lifting heavy weights really high." And he's like, "How would you do that? Why would you do that? Blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Well, I was brewing beer."
It's like a 5-gallon deadlift.
Yeah, 5-gallon deadlift, exactly. Man, it's so funny because it's so cold. You can it's so steamy in here. It almost looks like a sauna.
Me too, yeah.
Is it steaming up your glasses?
No, not yet.
Man, I was curious if you want. I've got some gloves over there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get. I'm gonna. Yeah. Some bare hands.
A little watch.
Okay. Actually, I think this might be good.
Is that one cool enough?
Yeah, if you want to lift it, I'll hold it here if you want to flip it from the bottom. There we go.
Watch your face.
Yeah, alright. Let's put this up here. Grab it over here. Alright. And so we'll just lift it up top there. Awesome, thank you. Alright. Keep it in there as much as we can. Alright, so now the water's in here. This is our hot liquor tank, remember? With the hot liquor water, it's not really liquor, obviously. But we're going to use it to rinse our grains off. And that's going to put all of our sugar, color, flavor, everything else into here. So the grains that I chose, the big thing that I was shooting for is I wanted there to be a little bit of malty sweetness, something that was a light malty sweetness, because I think a lot of the sweetness we're going to get is actually going to be from the pineapple itself and the pineapple juice. So there's that. But the rest of the grains are going to be more for the lighter color. We're actually going to be shooting for a color like this.
Yep.
So all the beers that I have right now for taste testing, it will have the same color. Again, I was kind of surprised by this. I was thinking of like the smoky grains. Sometimes add a darker
I thought it would be
color.
a little darker.
Mhm.
Yeah. Kind of like a overripe pineapple color.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, that second time around after I let it sit, I can taste it. I can taste it. It kind of tastes like a pineapple popsicle. And I kind of taste, I mean, I don't know. If you guys have had popsicles that kind of taste freezer burned a little bit, that's kind of what it is. Oh. Let's see. Can I do that? I think I can. Can't I? It is raining so hard right now. It's gross. Oh, it doesn't work. I'll figure it out. I think there's a... I need to look at the commands because I think it does allow me to choose the VIP thing. I could change it in stream. Anyways, I'll figure it out. Here, I'm sure for those of you who, I guess, yeah, London, Germany, all y'all that are there right now, you're probably getting nasty weather like this. So, yeah, it's gross nastiness. I just can't show that. Sorry, I'm making you all sick.